A sum of over $3 billion will be reimbursed to the SECP Ripple XRP in the event that a judge decides that ODERED sales constitute securities. Ripple may be required to pay the United States Securities and Exchange Commission more than $3 billion in payouts, according to Zach Rector, a well-known financial expert and YouTuber who specializes in XRP. As a result of its institutional sales of XRP, Ripple may also be subject to penalties from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission that might amount to billions of dollars. These penalties are imposed for breaking federal securities laws. Over the course of his most current analysis of the SEC and Ripple case, Rector made this content accessible on YouTube. It was during the remedies phase of the legal dispute between the SEC and Ripple that this occurred. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple is currently in the phase of remedies, which is a significant development. The Securities and Exchange Commission submitted a motion the week before to compel Ripple to disclose 2 papers and 1 interrogatory. The records sought are the company's audited financial statements for the years 2022 and 2023, as well as contracts related to institutional sales that date from after the regulator's initial complaint in December 2020. Ripple was asked to reveal the entire amount of money it has generated from selling XRP to institutions since the complaint was filed as part of the interrogatory that was conducted by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). There are billions of dollars at stake, and the Securities and Exchange Commission is concentrating on Ripple. Following the filing of the case, the Rector made a speculation in financial accounts that the well-known cryptocurrency payment service could suffer losses of billions of dollars if Judge Elisa Torres decides that all of the company's post-complaint sales are considered to be securities. This is due to the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) in December 2020 launched a lawsuit against Ripple, asserting that the business had sold approximately $3 billion worth of XRP. According to Rector, the Securities and Exchange Commission asserted at the commencement of the lawsuit that Ripple had raised $1.03 billion in 2013 through the sale of unregistered securities. The SEC made this claim. In his opinion, Judge Torres came to the conclusion that Ripple's algorithmic sales and other XRP dispersions do not qualify as unregistered securities. This resulted in a significant decrease in value, which brought it down to approximately $750, and despite the fact that many legal experts believe Ripple may reduce the $750 mark during the course of the remedies case, in the event that the judge determines that all of these full demand liquidity transactions, which have now been renamed as Ripple payment sales, that took place between the years 2020 and 24 were purchases of stocks, the Rector warned that the company would end up paying more than the initial price, which would amount to billions of dollars. To be more precise, it might be much more than the SEC's initial estimate of $3 billion. It is for this reason that Ripple has the potential to lose billions of dollars through its use. He stated that Ripple would file an appeal against a verdict that was unfavorable, of particular significance. This is due to the fact that the Rector is of the opinion that Ripple will file an appeal with the Second Circuit Court of Appeals in the event that Judge Torres decides that the company's post-complaint XRP transactions, particularly those that are tied to XRP, constitute an investment contract. The person who published the YouTube video posited that Ripple must have received confirmation from its legal department that the sales of XRP linked to UXD could not be considered securities. It was brought to his attention that clients who buy XRP in exchange for XDLP do not anticipate making any money as a result of Ripple's efforts. As a consequence of this, he speculated that Ripple would lodge an appeal against the decision in the event that Judge Torres decides that sales of XRP-related XDLP are considered to be securities. During this interim period, Ripple will speak out against the move to compel that the administration has made. When Ripple makes its next move in response to the SEC's motion to compel on January 19th, it is anticipated that the company will provide a response. In accordance with the court's directive, the Securities and Exchange Commission will present the final motion in the remedies procedure on April 29, 2024. Following this, the court will transmit its decision regarding the remedies to the parties that are engaged in the transaction. Ripple will be voicing its opposition to the request, but the court has not yet established a formal date for the ruling to be handed out. By February 12, 2024, the litigation remedial actions discovery phase will reportedly be complete. This phase is still proceeding with the cases. Fred Rispoli, an attorney for XRP, has stated that the judge's decision might be announced as early as the summer in an effort to profit from a recent false revelation by the exchange. Whale Alert recently made public the transfer of 25 billion XRP to Bitfinex. This transfer represents over half of all XRP that is now in circulation. The XRP community has been thrown into disarray as a result of Whale Alert, which proclaims itself to be the most advanced on-chain whale monitoring resource in the sector. In PostonX, it has been stated that 25 billion XRP have been transferred to Bitfinex. It was discovered by the whale monitoring program that a wallet that remained anonymous had sent 25.6 billion XRP to Bitfinex, which is a well-known cryptocurrency exchange. There was a total value of $14.85 billion associated with the transaction. As a result of the fact that the warning signified the largest XRP transaction in the history of the cryptocurrency and made a stir within the XRP community, this information shows that the transaction took place the day before yesterday. Additionally, about half of all XRP tokens that are currently in circulation within the market are involved in the transaction. Taking into consideration the fact that there are now 5,426 billion XRP tokens in circulation, it is evident that a transaction of this magnitude would have a significant impact on the price of the blockchain asset. Another factor that contributed to the fears of investors was the fact that it was rumored to involve an influx to an exchange. This is because market participants routinely send assets to exchanges in order to sell them off. However, the Whale Alert X account promptly removed the statement it had made about the transaction when the information became public. This is because the statement was about the transaction. A statement was then disseminated throughout the group. When the team attempted to read the statement 1 hour after the transaction that was alleged to have taken place, they stated that they had run into technical difficulties. As a consequence of this problem, which was brought to the attention of the XRP Ledger node, the Whale Alert bot propagated a number of postings that had varying degrees of accuracy regarding the movements of XRP. There was a transaction that involved an additional 25.6 billion XRP, which was referenced in one of these fake tweets. The intriguing finding of Crypto Basics' investigation is that a market participant did, in fact, start the transaction that took place last night and involved 25.6 billion XRP, according to data obtained from the XRPL Explorer B. Additionally, the address in question was activated by change the day before yesterday. Shortly after the establishment of a trust line with a value of 1 billion, the address started a transaction involving 25.6 billion XRP. On the other hand, the transaction was unsuccessful due to the fact that the balance did not reach the amount that was provided, despite the fact that there were technical difficulties involved in retrieving the answer from the XRPL node. Despite this, the transaction failed since the balance did not exceed the amount that was specified, and the Whale Alert issued a mistaken report that it was successful and created a mistake. In a recent post on X, Paolo Ardunio, the chief technology officer of BitF, provided some kind of explanation regarding the reasoning for the transactions. According to the data provided by Ardeo, a hacker made an effort to access Bitfinex by taking advantage of a flaw that permitted partial payments. For the time being, that is all I have to say.